us creating a slightly more complicated container. We're going to create a multi-column grid container. And as before, I've selected Dashboards, Web Designer, and selected the cluster, Enterprise Cluster version 1.0 that we've been working with. And I'm going to drag a new grid container. Well, let's drag it down to the bottom region this time. And it shows up in the bottom region in the tree. And we go ahead and select it. And let's give this one a name. Let's call this My Stats. And this could be, this could be a container, for instance, for maybe we want to say My Sales or My Quality, where we display quality scores, but let's just call for my stats for the sake of argument. And we'll only have one row for each agent in this particular grid. And we'll start off with the grid being, let's say, 50% wide. And because it's only one row, I think leaving it at, no, let's make it 15%, so I'm sure to be able to see the one row. And that's all we're going to do for now, but we need to design the columns. So let's say that we are going to add agent ID, and let's say we're going to add CPH, and let's say SPH, and maybe conversion. Okay, and these could be anything. So let's do a little bit of work here. First of all, the agent ID column here, we're not going to physically manually enter all of these stats for each agent. We're either going to upload a file or we're going to create a batch job to post this data directly to AgentMight through the API. So the agent ID is going to be kind of redundant. The agent knows his agent ID. He doesn't need to see his agent ID, right? So we're going to make the agent ID column hidden. So we're going to set hidden equal to true. And we're going to change the font size on all of the column headings to be a little smaller. And the same with the column font size. We're going to, actual data in the column, we're going to make that a little smaller as well. And then we can also change the widths of these columns. But let's leave that alone for now and see if that's good enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that. And there you have it, a multi-column grid container.